Back to You was actually, I wrote lyrics on the fly with that. You and Michael, I'll let you tell that part, but I was basically just given the song musically, and on my iPhone. So the song is Back to You, but the working title is iPhone song.
Well, we personally call it iPhone more than we do Back to You.
Right. So I got it, went to the kitchen counter, my wife was standing there, and I said, look, I'm going to let you help me write a song, lyrics. And I kind of had this thing going through my head already. I wrote a couple lines down, I pulled them back out, and had this Zach Brown kind of song where he's singing about going back to his son, to see his son, and I can't even remember the name of it now, but it's Highway something. So anyway, I had that song picture in my head, and that's where it came from. And it was another, I wanted to kind of do a more crossover thing so that you could relate to it on either facet. And so it just talks about I'm on my way back home, and I'm coming back to you. So
yeah,
that's it. And it just kind of came out. That was another one though. You helped me write the bridge, right?
Yeah. Me and Michael. I mean, we pitched in a little bit. I mean, you kind of.
Yeah, I brought it. I think you told me, hey, we're gonna record that song, so you need to get that bridge done.
Yeah.
So I brought it, and said, here's my idea, and you guys liked it, so we used it.
Yeah, that song will forever be my baby, just because I had to fight for that song's existence.
You did.
What we thought was going to be the last song is when we finished Rescue Me. Jammed it all out, got it all buttoned up. I'm like, okay, so we're going to record it now. That's it. That's the last one we have. Well, that very night, the tone that I'd used on Rescue Me, I was just sitting around and just kind of jamming around. I was playing some John Mayer's and things like that. And, you know, sometimes when you're playing a good tone, you just kind of start getting lost in the tone a little bit. And I sat there for a couple hours, and I started kind of I made up that the intro and the verse, and I thought it sounded so cool, and I loved it. And I was like, well, I know that we're already done, technically, but I really wanted to make the song, so I showed Michael, and he was like, yeah, of course it sounds good. We'll use it for the next album. It was kind of his mentality. He was kind of creatively burnt out, I think, at that time, and so then I showed Heath, and Heath was like, well, let's write this stinking song.
Let's get it on there. So
then finally, Michael came around, and me and him sat in our practice area, and just in a couple hours, really, just jammed it out and made it happen and wrote the whole progression. And the way that it sits now, all except for one chord, was how me and Michael had written it. So we sat there with acoustic guitars and recorded it on the iPhone. And like he said, we sent it over to him, and he started writing lyrics from his iPhone. And then he had a cool idea, that last tag, to change one of the chords, and kind of gives it a cool feeling. But other than that, yeah.
That's our Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
John Mayer.
Keith Urban.
Clash.
Yeah. Just very kind of a slow, it never gets too exciting. That was kind of the goal. And, it just has a really great, beat, and it's really heartfelt. I'm sure your wife loves that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it applies well, really, for anyone, especially for us, being out on the road. It gets kind of tough sometimes, you start missing your family, and so it's kind of a cool song that way.
Yeah, so back to you.
Back to you.